The tragic death of Albert Ojwang while in police custody shocked men across the country, drawing widespread attention and, igniting calls for justice. And as the family continues to grieve, significant development has been the father's requested demand for a house to be constructed for him. And here's the clip. Well, while some may question this request, it's deeply rooted in personal laws, injustice, and long-standing socioeconomic realities. So I want us to look into this issue using 5 key reasons why Albert Ojwang's father made this request or demand. Reason number 1, justice and compensation of a life lost. At the heart of this request is a deep sense of injustice. Why? Because Albert Ojwang died under mysterious and troubling circumstances while in police custody, a place where he was supposed to be protected by law. So his father views the demand for house as a form of compensation for his son's life. While no material possession can, replace lost child, this house represents an acknowledgement of wrongdoing and, a tangible effort to repair the irreparable. So it's not just a shelter, but a symbol of accountability and reparation from a system that failed a young man and his family. So reason number 2, there's this uplifting the family from poverty. Albert Ojwang's family, like many other in Kenya rural and marginalized regions, has long suffered from economic hardship. So the death of a son who may have been a potential breadwinner only represents the financial struggles. So for his father, the house request is not about luxury. It's about survival, dignity, and breaking free from poverty. So a permanent home can provide security and reduce the burden of rent or even poor living conditions. So in this context, the house becomes a necessary step towards stability for grieving family with the very limited options. Yeah. So point number 3, or reason number 3, honoring Albert's legacy. You see, building the house is also a way to honor Albert's memory. And that was the best, option for the father. So to his father, the home would not just be for comfort. It will stand as a lasting monument to the son he lost. And as you know, in many African cultures, preserving the legacy of the deceased is essential. So a home built in Albert's name will offer daily reminder that his life mattered and was not forgotten. It is a tribute to a son also whose life was, cut short, and whose death sparked national, conversation on police brutality and human rights. So the father felt this will serve better by honoring Albert's legacy. Honoring Albert's legacy by building or constructing a house for him. Fourth reason is that lack of trust in the justice system. Another living factor behind the house demand is the father's deep, seated mistrust in the justice system. Because years of witnessing delayed investigations, failed prosecutions, and lack of accountability have left families like Albert's with the little hope that justice will be served through formal channels. So instead of waiting endless for compensation or answers, the father has chosen to make a specific, tangible demand. For him, the house is more realistic outcome than waiting for the slow wheels of justice to turn, especially in a system that, too often fails the poor. Yeah. So lastly, the last reason why the father made this demand is a symbol of healing and closure. You see, a grief requires a path towards healing. And for Albert's Ojwang's father, that path included having a place to call home. So he felt the house would be okay. And as you understand, losing a child is emotionally devastating. And the process of healing is even more complex when the death is shrouded in violence and injustice, like Ojwang is. So the house offers not just physical shelter, but also emotional, grounding and a place to mourn in peace, to reflect, and perhaps one day to forgive. So it's his way of, rebuilding after unimaginable loss. And you understand how what the old man went through, it was devastating. So in conclusion, Albert Ojwang's death in police custody was not just the loss of a young life. It was a wound to the heart of a family and community at large. So his father demanded for a house, a demand for the house may seem unusual to some, but when examined closely, it's rooted in a quest for justice, survival, remembrance, and also healing at the same time. Yeah. So the house represents much more than bricks and a mortar. It's a stand against impunity, a demand for dignity, and also a desperate plea for something to hold on to in the face of, unbearable loss. So that is it for today. I've been your host, David Chams. If you're new here watching for the first time, remember to subscribe to the channel and do not forget to hit that notification button so that in case we upload our videos, you'll be among the first to be noticed and watch, enjoy, get more knowledge about what's happening around the country and generally in the world. And then also we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Please be among the first to make this happening by just subscribing to the channel. And also, you can also offer your donation through our emails at the down there comment section. And maybe you're having something suggest, or maybe you feel like you want to correct us wherever you go wrong. You feel free to drop your views down the comment section. I've been your host, David Chams. See you in the next video. Bye. We're here because of you. You are there because of us. So let's push this together to the end. Bye. See you in the next video.